In 2020, we have seen the rise of live stream gaming through platforms such as Twitch and YouTube. This is largely due to the global pandemic and everyone being stuck at home. Regardless, there is still 93 billion minutes watched per month in the year of 2020 on the leading live stream gaming platform, Twitch. This led for the top streamers on Twitch and YouTube, such as Ludwig, Pokimane, and XQC, to reach a level even higher than they previously had. They would stream to tens and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of people on a daily basis. With all these new viewers came a whole new generation of broadcasters, where at the peak of the pandemic, Twitch had 6.9 million unique and new streamers on their platform every month. I so happen to be one of those new generation of streamers that turned to live streaming because of the pandemic. At first, I just wanted to do something with my time because the whole world was on hold and I couldn't actively pursue my soccer career. But those first few months of live streaming gave me an experience that I will never forget. And that was the ability to create my own community through my live streams. Through live streaming, I have been able to play with my friends while entertaining hundreds of people and finding new friends along the way, either through the platform itself or through the games I was playing. Throughout my year of live streaming, something has just always perplexed me about just the whole concept of live streaming. And that is, why do people watch other people play games? And that is precisely what I'm going to be exploring in this video. Just what exactly is the nature of live streaming? Throughout this whole process, in order to help find these answers, I will look into my own community and hear what they have to say about this, as well as talk to people I have met on these live streaming platforms and see what they have to say. My goal at the end of this video is, well, for one, answer the question of why do people watch others play video games, as well as give insight to what these live stream gaming communities are like and how they all kind of just vary different in nature. Most importantly, I just kind of want to introduce, if you don't know what live stream gaming is, it really is this new and upcoming industry. And maybe this would be a good introduction for you to, if you haven't watched any live streams before, to, either tune into my stream or tune into any of the people that are in the video, tune into their stream, or even just, go into twitch.tv or YouTube and just explore and see what you can find for yourself.
So gaming has been a huge part of my life ever since I was very young. So to find an actual community back then was very difficult. Like you didn't have a place that you could go meet up to, meet up with your gamer buddies or whatever. The best you would have is if you found friends that were the same and you would go over and have like a sleepover at a friend's house and bring your Xbox or bring your PlayStation. So it was kind of difficult.
I started getting into gaming and streaming over the pandemic, actually. When everyone was stuck inside, I used to play Minecraft on my laptop with my friends, and then around like the middle of the pandemic, I built my PC and got more into it, and it's just been like really a big part of my life ever since then to now. The biggest motivation was the fact that like couldn't go outside, right? You couldn't go out and hang out with your friends every weekend, and you couldn't even go to school, right? You couldn't even have that. So you're already at school all day behind a screen, and it's like, well, if I'm already doing this, I might as well have fun while doing it too. So that was like a big part of it, and it's just a lot of it was just like not being able to be with people, communicate with people like in real life. So you create these communities and friendships online that you'll always have, COVID or not. So
I start off with YouTube. Everybody had YouTube on their phones and stuff, iPods and all that. I didn't really understand the gaming aspect of YouTube. I would always want to play the games. But my brother was like, "Hey, yo, check this out," and it's like somebody just playing the game with commentary, and I'm just like, "Wow, this is really funny." And then he was like, "Yo, you should do this. You be on the game all the time anyway." And I'm just like, "All right, well, F it, I'm gonna try it." You know what I mean? So that's how I got here, and yeah, that's how I got into the gaming space.
So you do have ice cream, right? You have the ice cream.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'm doing it again.
You don't think you do it again?
But yeah, I started off with videos first, and then I started streaming. At first, it wasn't really that good. I feel like nobody starts off with, hundreds of viewers when they first start off. But I had like a calm 5 people in my chat. Me, myself, my laptop, my dog. I put him on there too. You know what I mean? and then it slowly started to grow and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's how that happened. Even my mom, yeah, I got my mom on there. 5 viewers, I was happy. Couldn't tell me shit. I thought I was that guy.
I initially started watching live streaming again as like an educational purpose for me, because I'm watching these people who are, the best of the best playing the game, and there's nobody better to learn from than the best, right? Like that's you have the freshest source of like resource. Like they're playing this game right now, live content. This is actually how they play. This is how they react, and like this is all like real. Like this is real people's emotions, real people's reactions, and how they handle a situation. So it was very cool to start watching. That was my sole use of Twitch to start off with, right? Was to watch these people and just to get better at the game. I started stumbling upon some content creators that were not only good at the game, but they also knew how to entertain, right? And that was different.
I like playing Valorant, so therefore I like watching Valorant. I like watching people who are good at Valorant, like, Sentinels and stuff like that. And then a lot of it is also entertainment. Like instead of watching cable TV like people would do like 10 years ago, I watch Twitch. So it's kind of like, I'd say it's the same thing.
I never thought I would want to support these guys. I never thought I would want to actually support as in like money or tips or whatever, subscriptions. I didn't think that was going to be something that I personally did. And then I started watching these people who were actually putting their heart and soul not into just the game and being good at the game, but also making it enjoyable for their viewers. In today's world, in Twitch, it's almost near impossible to not find somebody that you can relate to, because there's so many content creators now. There's so many Twitch streamers and they all do all sorts of different kind of content. There's a niche for everybody in here. Like everybody can, if you enjoy watching any type of television, there is a streamer out there that you will click with, right?
Yes.
What the fuck?
No! Get out of here!
No!
Please!
Oh my gosh, there's both of them.
Being part of your community was, I can say, the first online community that I was ever really a part of. Like that I actually felt like I was a part of this community.
Community is just full of wholesome people, nice people. Your community is always doing something new, and you have such a variety of things. You have something for everyone, I guess I'd say. I mean, I don't play all the games you play in your stream, but I play some of them, and some are for some people and some are for other people, so.
Even though I had friends that played video games at this point, I had a lot of people that I knew that played video games at this point, I didn't have any real connection with any of these people, right? And with the streaming, it did provide that, especially between me and you, it provided, for me at least, it provided a lot more of a real connection between us, of what I consider us as being friends, right? I personally consider us being friends, and it made that easier because there was a face behind the name, right? There was this actual person here. And as your community grew and more people started showing up, it actually felt like you knew these people, oh hey, there's this person, he's back online, or he's in this tournament again, and you started actually getting to know these people, and it was like getting to hang out with your friends on the weekend, right? Oh, we're gonna go hang out at the movies, but instead we're gonna go hang out at Retro Adam Lee's page and we're gonna have a tournament, right? And it provided this a little bit more of a real friendship to things. Not to be cheesy or anything, but you're bringing the world together because everybody is watching at the same time and has the opportunity to communicate with each other. That was the point of the internet back in the day, right? That was the whole concept behind the internet, and that's where we're at. And it's at such a level that we get to consume live content at it.
Finding communities in real life I wouldn't say is as easy, because of there's social anxiety, there's just being shy and stuff like that, which is something that I deal with. And then in college especially, it's all about finding something to participate in, and that's how you get all your friends. But since that I've transferred colleges twice during COVID, I really haven't been able to become a part of a community in real life because one, COVID restrictions, and I'm always moving around. So I haven't really had that opportunity, but for me, it's been incredibly difficult to become a part of something.
Ah, Adams! Adams! You're supposed to use the hole. Why are you guys not using the hole?
1000 IQ, bro.
Being a part of your group, seeing how explosive it was for you and some of the people I met in there, I decided to like dive into other social media. And like before I knew it, I already had a community and it was really weird. So it was, and because it's still really fresh to me, like I'm still in the very early stages of my community, right? Like I haven't set up any type of official like Discord or anything like that. But I do have a small following that are regular people to my stream, and it's very gratifying. Isn't even the word. Like it's just amazing. Like it's just utterly amazing to know that you have people that like enjoy your presence enough that they're excited to either see you or wait for you to come online or whatever.
Somebody's on your ass every day, like, hey, why are you not streaming? What are you doing? Like, I'm trying to see the content. Like, what? Q, what's up? Are you okay? Are you feeling good? What's up with the stream? Why you not streaming? Stream. You know, and it really it motivates you. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's really people out there. At 2 o'clock, they pull up the stream. They're like, yo, I'm excited to see you. You know what I mean? And that feels really good. You know what I mean? So I think that's like a big reason why. And I always wanted this shit, man, and always wanted to play video games for a living. I didn't know how back then because Twitch wasn't a thing. Like, I mean, YouTube was a thing, but like it wasn't really super popular for gaming when I was a little kid. And like, you know, their parents asked, what do you want to do when you grow up? And you're just sitting there like, I don't fucking know, a firefighter. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, that's what really drives me, bro. My self motivation and other people around me just pushing me. I just treat everybody with respect, and they treat me with respect. You know what I mean? We might talk our shit here and there, but you know, we always make up, and you know, everybody's not serious all the time. We love talking shit though. Like we just talk a lot of shit to each other, and I feel like we just grow closer as people. We talk about stuff that's not even about the game. Somebody could tell me, hey, I'm having problems with this, I'm having problems with this. I give them advice, or I ask somebody else for advice. We're basically like a big ass family. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
I started getting into live streaming because I was playing this game and I wanted more people to surround myself with to play the game and to like hang out with and grow a community of people who also like to play the same game as me. It was funny because when I first started, all of my viewers were your viewers because you were all like, yo, everyone go follow Anya on Twitch, and they were like, okay, and they were all my viewers. But I think since then I've actually been able to create some of my own community. It's nice. It's something I've created a lot of friends and other friend groups in my stream that I now talk to every day. So I've created basically a posse of my friends. It's given me a lot of friendships for sure. I mean, Blue is my bestest friend in the whole wide world, and I met her online like a year ago. It gives me people to talk to every day and to de-stress with, and like, you know, you have a lot going on like IRL, and you come on and it's just like a bunch of people who just aren't gonna give you shit for like failing a class or being a not being to work on time or like stupid stuff like that. They're just there to like hang out with you and be your friend. It's a very nice feeling to have, and I think that my online community, mine and yours, has just given me like people who will just like be my friend and hang out with me and have fun and not worry about like all the other stuff going on. Wait, hold on, guys. Adam! Adam!
Oh, my bad.
No, dude, nah.
Actually, I was fighting him when you were saying it.
So toxic.
Dude, oh my god, you're so cringe.
I really didn't know.
I mean, you can be just as good as a friend to someone online as you can in real life, or better. I'd say Blue is a better friend than my best friend who I've had since I was in 2nd grade. So it's like, it all depends on the kind of person you're hanging out with, I'd say. And the whole concept that, like, oh, you've never met them in real life, and it's like, there's some fake people online, right? There's some people who, like, don't act like who they truly are, but I would say the people that I surround myself with, like you and, like, you know, Leslie and Blue, I'd expect them to all be the same in real life. So I don't really think that in real life to online, like, I don't really think there's that much of a difference.
Bro, I just had a kid, right? Shout out to my kid. Had him on February 22nd, 2022. Right? 22222. Beautiful date. You know what I mean? One of the people I've met off Twitch is a godfather, like my son's godfather. Like, I met real life friends off this shit. You know what I mean? Like, people, they met my family. You know what I mean? They came over my house. We shared dinner. You know what I mean? Like, I went to their house. I explored. I went to fucking Florida. I would never go to fucking Florida. I went to Florida. I went to Ohio. I went to Texas. I went to California to meet up with some friends. I went to Vegas to meet up with some friends. Like, it's just the online shit turned into real life shit. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's beautiful. Even if I don't become the next Ludwig or Ninja or something, I definitely met long life friends, real friends off this shit. Real people, real connections. You know, networked with a lot of people. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be about money. It's just like real life friendships, man. Like, I don't know, you know, like it's awesome, bro. It's a beautiful thing.
Pushing a baby out. I don't know what the cause is like, but yes, that shit was.
Babe, you know who Akaza is, right?
Yeah, it's that demon. Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta think, like, he beat Rengoku, baby. So you gotta really think, like, do you think it's harder than beating
You've
Akaza?
seen me.
No, but I know, and I played Akaza.
Okay,
and
which one do you think was harder?
I personally think beating Akaza in delay is.
I personally watch like Dr. Disrespect stream, right? And I extremely enjoy his content. I extremely enjoy his personality, and I can relate to it. But me being an adult, I don't have that like I don't have that weird relationship form. But I could definitely see as like a younger person where they, you know, if they donate or something and doctor says their name, they kind of get like this almost like awestruck like famous person saying their name, and that, you know, they think that there's like this bond there, right? But I think that's very rare, because if you look at it, the people that don't have that connection with their viewers are like those big time streamers, the people that have 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 viewers, right? And it's no fault to them, because you can't be friends with 100,000 people all at one time, right? Like, that's just not reasonable. But at the same note, there's like, that's such a small percentage of the streaming community, right? Like, you don't have thousands of people, thousands of streamers streaming to hundreds of thousands of people. It's only a handful of streamers that are, you know, hitting those huge numbers, right? So I think in like the more like, I would consider those people an outlier group of like what the actual Twitch community is, or the actual YouTube streaming or any streaming service community is. If you look at like the average, you know, the average streamer probably does not have anywhere near even like the thousands of viewers. And so when you get into some of like those more normal streamers that have maybe 100 viewers or whatever, and out of those 100 viewers, you probably have 20, maybe 30 regular people that are coming there. And I think it is normal to make that bond with somebody, because if you have somebody that, you know, they're coming to watch your stream, they support you, they're talking to you, and they do this every day, and you're a streamer that streams every day or every other day, or whatever your stream schedule is for, you know, a year or 6 months, it may not be like we're best friends, but there is definitely a bond there between, I think, your average streamer and your average viewer.
Everyone in that chat can have a conversation with each other and not have it disappear in half a second, you know? And the streamer can also be involved in that conversation because they can actually see it. I think that is really nice to have. I love when I'm streaming or you're streaming and there's like an actual conversation going on and people are like laughing and talking and making jokes, and it makes communication easier when it's a smaller group of people.
I feel like it depends on the streamer. All Twitch streamers aren't the same. You get what I'm saying? Ludwig, that was an example, I feel like, of a parasocial relationship, right? It's fucking 10,000 people in this chat. His chat is moving as fast as Usain Bolt. He's just going crazy. Like, how can he possibly interact with 10,000 people in one stream? It's literally impossible. He can't even read the chat. He can ask the question to the chat and he'll just look at 5 messages and like the shit's just going down too fast. You know what I mean? The only way you could possibly talk to the dude is to donate $100 and be like, hi. You know what I mean? He'd be like, oh my God, Adam, thank you for the $100 donation. I'm gonna read your message in the donation. I love your streams. Thank you. I love you too, man. Great. Like, it's not really, you really can't connect with everybody. So that's why I feel like it's a parasocial, but more like you go down to the lower tier of streamers. You know, you can talk to 20 people, you know, in a calm 20. Chat's moving like this. You can respond to every single message. You can go on Discord. You can tell them, hey, join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. You can DM them. You can DM 20 people. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like it's a difference between the Twitch streamers.
I think there's outlier groups on both ends of the spectrum to where like the really, really small streamers, they want to be your best friend with every viewer. And like the really big time streamers, no fault to their own, but you're just another name to them, right? You're just another set of eyes on the stream. Whereas the average, the normal, inside those groups, I think there's a potential for it to be both ways, right? To where it is not just a one-way street of this bond that you make with people.
Honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So like, I got into your stream, started playing, wanted to get better. I met Zanxiety, and that really pushed my like competitive career. So
Sanchez, Anya, and Qon. 3 different experiences with 3 different reasons to why they started watching live streams and even started streaming themselves. I hope that after watching this documentary, that you have a better understanding of what exactly draws people to these platforms and why people continue to partake in these online communities. There are still millions of broadcasters each month who have their own unique story and unique community around it. As the live streaming industry grows year by year, it's only a matter of time until it becomes a regular consumption of entertainment for everyone. And one day you might find yourself asking, why don't you watch others play games?